Our Inspire project for this week is going to be a little scrap journal. And basically what I've done is I've used all scraps. This one happens to be a 3x5 size, and you can do any size that you want, really. This one, I wanted to use up all different sorts of little paper scraps that I have and incorporate it into a little album. So I started out, the cover is just chipboard, and it's been cut 3x5. I've covered it with double-sided tape, which I tend to like to use when I'm working with paper. But if you really wanted a strong cover, you could use the Match-L medium and just put a coat on, and then also onto the back side. And if you can see, I'll try and hold this more still. Gail has some wonderful rub-ons that are in the shop, and I've added some of the rub-ons to the bottom. New little face up here. And then some of the little accent pieces that I have throughout the album are the EK Success, the Jolies. They're really sweet. This one is a floral packet, and then I believe the other one in the shop is called French General. Very fun, very easy to work with, and that was the other reason that I had decided on the 3x5 size, because these went really well with it. Now for my album, I'm using my Zutter, which you can see in the background here. You don't have to use that. You could use eyelet setter or a crocodile and poke holes through here, and then use ribbon or twine or the book rings that you can get to hold yours together. And basically what I did is I just had fun, and I added all sorts of images, and here's some more of the rub-ons, a little bit of word text. This is one of the stamps that are in the shop right now. It's Gate, and I just cut out the shape and then put it on. The ledger paper that I'm using is actually from an old ledger, and I ripped that out and cut it down to size. And someone could add little journaling bits. You can add more pages that are blank into the little journal. It's all up to you. And this is the perfect time of year to make up little gifts like this, because I always found when my kids were little that I had to have little gifts for bus drivers and teachers and things at the end of the year. And we also have high school graduations coming up, and I just think they're really fun and something very different, and they're handmade. This one has, she's one of my favorite little faces, and then a little bit of glitter, and then again the rub-ons, which I really love them. They're really easy to work with. This, I took an old envelope and I cut it down just a little bit. You could also cut it at the top here so that you could insert things from the top. This has a little tag. You could have little blank tags, and you could add where people can add their own journaling into that. This one is just a tag, and then some of the Jolie's accent pieces. Again, here's some more of the rub-ons. Butterfly, this is a newer image. She's very sweet too. This is again an older image that was put together in a sheet this past week. I'm really excited to be able to use her. Rub-ons, a little bit of glitter. And this one I have boy, and I love boys. Gail knows I love boys. And I put him onto a shipping tag, just a normal shipping tag, Avery shipping tag that you could pick up at Staples. You can get a box of, I think, 100 for, I don't know, $6.50. I cover them constantly with paper, and then I do various things to them. So, and here's some more of the old ledger paper. This is another really sweet image, and if you can see on the edge, what I did is I used I have a waterfall punch. So you grab out your punches. You're going to be using up any kind of paper, you know, because we've always got scraps. These are just some long strips that I happen to have on my work area right now. But again, cut 3 inches across, and I did 5. And you could go 4 by 6. You can go 5 by 7. If you really wanted to get clever, you could use an old book cover, and you could insert all the pieces of paper and collage work inside, and you could use the spiral binding to hold it all together inside. This happens to be an old hymnal, but you could find any type of old book cover and just take out the insides. Okay, so let's see, this was the newer image from PaperWhimsy that I had just talked about. Scalloped the edges to add a little bit of interest, and on the back side I just put a larger image and then a little bit of word art, a Prima flower. This actually comes with the Jolie's kit, and I just cut the pieces up. This is actually a button. Super fun. Again, the rub-ons, and I put the word across on her face. I want to show you what the rub-ons. They're really easy to work with, and they come with a little tiny little stick to rub on, but I really had fun using those, and the words are really fun to do a little bit differently. Old postage stamp. So again, I'm just filling it with all sorts of random things, images from PaperWhimsy, accents from PaperWhimsy, and of course the butterflies that I always love to add in too. Old tags, tickets, all sorts of things. And then more ledger paper. Here's one with a little bit of an image, and again, old postage stamp. And then the back is the chipboard that you can use as a sturdier cover. And they make awesome little gifts, like I said. So hopefully you can get out some of your scrap pieces, and you could also get some of your images, because you can use all different sizes and a nice mixture, and you can make a little scrap journal too. So have fun. Can't wait to see what you make.